All right, I'm going to show you how we go ahead and put the skins on these lures. First thing I do, and by the way, I bought some of this stuff off of Amazon. It's a hemming tape, so it, you know, a lot of people who hem dresses and pants will use this, and it actually, if you heat it up, it will actually turn to glue. So first thing I do, and I want to make sure these skins will stick and not come off of the lure, so I'll go ahead and tape that on with a little bit of Scotch tape. Usually start at the head, it doesn't really matter either way, and it doesn't have to look pretty. So I just wrap the lure in the hemming tape, and once again this is just going to make sure that the skin sticks to the lure, doesn't come loose. Early on when I was putting these on, I noticed a lot of the toothy critters like tuna. You know, I'd get one or two fish and it had ripped the skin completely off. So just a learning process over the years of doing this, that if I glue it to the lure itself, it doesn't come off and it'll be sturdy. I'll end up after this doing an epoxy coating as well. If you notice, this is a bright green color. It's one of Halco's Halco Max 130s in the glow. So this will actually glow under a UV light. And I'll make it even better as later on is when I actually do the epoxy coating on the outside. I will put some glow powder in there, so this is kind of unique to us. This glow powder will glow for up to 10 hours, something you won't see on any of our competitors. All right, so I've already cut this skin to size. This is a photorealistic shrink wrap. You can tell it looks like a flying fish. I have these in all different kinds of skins. As you notice, this one's a Menhaden. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and shrink wrap this to the lure. I've left a little bit extra so that it will actually wrap the full nose of the lure. Alright, and I use a heat gun. It's a variable, variable heat gun, so I usually make sure this is 200 degrees, right? So you don't want to go too much more. It'll actually, the skin will melt. All right, let me go ahead and start at the head, and we'll shrink it to the head first. Notice I shrink the head first. You don't have to worry about getting too many wrinkles in it. Then I go down the body. Just try to do it this way, and it actually keeps a lot of the wrinkles out. Some of these are going to come out later on. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and make sure the eyes will come through. I just go over it with an X-Acto knife. That way it doesn't make too big of a hole. Right. Alright, and you notice I'm not taking too much off, just enough to actually show the skin. The other thing I'm going to do is just trim this end up, just so make sure it makes a pretty shrink over top of the lure itself. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish the shrink. Notice it'll bring that eye right out. Go ahead and get a hook on there. Alright, let me get all the wrinkles out. One of the things I do on the end is I'll go ahead and a lot of times just twist that so it'll make a good head. Make that a little bit better. Alright, let me get the rest of the wrinkles out. You can see that's gluing straight to the lure itself. That way it doesn't come off. Sometimes a little wrinkle like that is okay. It won't affect it too much. But if you notice, it shrinks really well and it'll actually get a lot of those wrinkles out. Alright, and there we have the finished product. That's what it's going to look like, but I'm going to end up putting an epoxy over top of it to harden it even further so nothing could take those skins